Everybody loves a compliment, right? Studies show that feedback, including positive feedback, is not only important for the individual but also for groups and teams, and it is established that a healthy feedback culture is a characteristic of a high-performance team. Like everything else, feedback has to be practiced, and for that I want to introduce you to a positive feedback exercise for teams, which should help you getting those compliments flying. So let's get started and create better teams. To facilitate this positive feedback exercise, you'll need a stack of post-its, a bunch of posters, one for each participant, and something to write with. Preferably in a lot of shiny colors if you want to add a small creative twist. It is not strictly necessary, but in my experience you shouldn't turn down an opportunity for adding some color to a team exercise. To get started, gather your team and give them each a poster and whatever writing tools you could find. Ask each team member to put the poster on the wall and write the name on it. Next, give the team a couple of minutes to decorate the individual posters in whatever way they seem fit, with drawings, words, or just colors. This process can be quite interesting to observe, and you might be surprised what creative ideas people can come up with in a very short time. I will get back to why we spend a couple of minutes on a creative detour, but for now, give each team member a handful of post-its to continue. Next, introduce the main task of the exercise. Ask each team member to give positive feedback to all the others. The way they do this is to write the feedback on a sticky note and put it on the poster of the person they want to give it to. The feedback can be anything as long as it is positive. Something you believe the receiver did well or deserve acknowledgement for. It can be the little things, maybe a team member always smiles and says good morning, or maybe they brought cake for the entire team. It can be personal feedback, maybe a team member is a good listener or funny. It can also be professional feedback or even feedback from a specific situation. Maybe a team member is an absolute spreadsheet wizard or skilled web developer. The writing part of this exercise should happen in silence, and you should give the team plenty of time to finish the task. After 20 or even 30 minutes, depending on team size, you should have one poster per person with a number of feedback notes corresponding to the number of team members. When everyone is done giving their feedback and placing it on posters, it is time to break the silence. Gather the team around a random poster and encourage them to stand. Now for the best part of the exercise. Ask each team member to give the feedback directly to the owner of the poster. This can be done either by reading the post-it aloud or by elaborating it. But it must be the person who wrote the feedback who gives it to the owner of the poster. The owner of the poster cannot respond to the feedback except for various variations of thank you. Continue until everyone has given their feedback to the first poster owner. Then move on to the next and repeat the process. When you are done, everyone has given positive feedback to the entire team and everyone has received positive feedback from the entire team. That is the exercise. Hopefully the team now has a feeling of being acknowledged for something good and reminded about what it can mean to be told positive things. I think it is something we can all easily forget to do in our daily lives, especially when we are busy and focus on other things. Before we wrap it up, it should be noted that there is much more to giving feedback than just saying nice things to each other. The purpose of this exercise is to get started and create a safe space for the team. Though I do believe that a good chunk of the value of feedback is to encourage each other in a positive way, it will not always be enough, but it is a place to start. Oh, and about the drawing on posters thing, the main point of doing it is for fun and exercise diversity, but you can make a point at the end about how our different posters with different feedback and different creative content tells a story about individuals being part of a group, and that is an important part of being a team. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope the content will help you to create better teams. If you would like to see more, consider subscribing to support the channel. Until next time, and remember, together everyone achieves more.